What's up, everyone? Welcome to the 482nd episode of the Pokemon Podcast. It's super effective. I'm your host, SBJ. With me is Greg.
Hello, I am here. It's 8:30.
8:30 o'clock.
8:30 o'clock. I mean, to be fair, you did start this before the 8:30 cutoff.
We
Before I
did
said
make
absolutely no.
the plans before the cutoff.
If you make the plans before the cutoff, it's fine. I will show up. I didn't have anything else to do on this glorious Friday night.
You're getting your Sunday. Your Sunday's going to be free now.
My Sunday's going to be free now. I can go grocery shopping and do nothing else.
Sounds wonderful.
I can do brunch whenever I want.
Oh, Will is not here. He could not. We didn't text him early enough. His cutoff was.
He is busy. He has a life on a Friday night. Unlike me, I watched the Disney Haunted Mansion special and the series finale of Ted Lasso.
I'm still working through Ted Lasso. No spoilers. But anyways, our own personal Ted Lasso, Bobby, is here.
What?
Oh man, how's it going? It's only 6:30 here, so I've got that advantage. It's nice and early. It is my 5-year wedding anniversary today, but other than that,
What are you doing?
Perfect.
What are these life choices?
Honey, recording on for Friday night Pokemon time.
Why are you here?
well, we also have 2 kids. It's not like we're like going out on the town on a Friday night.
I mean, not with that attitude.
You get a
No.
babysitter, Bobby.
We went out today. I took today off work. We went out and had a day date. So
Ooh, the old day date.
The old day
Haven't had
date.
one of those in a while. We're here to talk about Pokemon.
What is there to talk about? Nothing happened.
I got 2, 3, 4, 7 tabs, Greg. 7 tabs.
You have 7 tabs, and 2 of them are gold.
All right. Let's just get right into things. We're not going to say this is going to be a shorter episode because then we jinx ourselves. We're just going to, get through it here. Friday night, I'm trying to move, trying to pack stuff, got company over. We'll plow through this. It's going to be great. We're going to plow right through our first news article, which is a distribution of Dynamax crystals for Gigantamax Pikachu and Gigantamax Eevee will be available at Best Buy from October 10th through the 24th. Woo!
Is this going to be another, the cards are just sitting somewhere amongst video games?
Oh, absolutely.
Or do I actually have to talk to somebody?
That will be the news in itself. Will we talk to somebody?
Yeah, that's. I have bought Pokemon cards from Best Buy consistently for the last 8 months. Never walked in the store. Curbside pickup every single time.
Oh,
never
yeah.
need to even walk into that Best Buy.
Curbside pick up this?
The card. Hey, that free thing, could you just haul it out to my car, please? Cause
Greg, what was it? We were at Mall of America, and there was a distribution at GameStop.
Yeah.
And they had it on the window, so you didn't have to go in.
Well, they had one on the window and one inside. Because it was the Toxtricity thing, but there were 2 of them.
Toxtricity.
So he hit it twice. Yeah, that was weird. I ended up with 7 Toxtricity codes because of the way they had it set up.
So those are out. I mean, look, people are continuing to buy Sword and Shield. This coincides with the release of Celebrations. There's I don't know. If you're probably listening to this podcast, you're probably like, this is useless to me. It's just a regular old thick Eevee and a regular old thick Pikachu.
But it says is crystals meaning that you turn them in to get the actual creature?
Yeah, you use it's like a wishing piece that gets you. They did this for Caparajah in Europe.
Yeah, they've done it for a few Pokemon throughout the last. I've never actually. I think when you even bought the game, you got Larvitar. Didn't you get not Larvitar?
Larvitar and Jangmo, I believe.
Oh, okay, it was Larvitar.
Feed him the soup.
You're right. Yes, you can. What if they don't have the Isle of Armor though?
I don't
then
have
they
time
can't
for
feed
soup.
them the soup.
I don't have time for soup. I got time for Best Buy. Pick up my cards.
Okay.
The code.
Literally getting the soup will take less time than driving to a Best Buy, working through wherever scavenger hunt they hid the codes in their video game session, which is now at the back between refrigerators and car stereos.
Maybe this is big refrigerator. Maybe they're in the pockets of Pokemon.
I mean, Best Buy is desperate to get anybody into their stores. I have a feeling.
That is true.
This is yet another.
Look, I will pick Best Buy any day of the week over GameStop.
How is that like a big statement? It's like saying I will pick going to the Mall of America to buy things instead of the dump. I will not run around through garbage. I will go to the Mall of America. Like this is not a comparison that anybody takes.
Yeah. Speaking of distributions, did you guys get your Zarude and your Shiny Celebi email?
I got my email twice.
Oh wow, nice.
Because I doubled up out of fear. My Gmail and my Mac account, both got it.
Nice.
Very happy.
Steve searching for something?
I'm looking for my light. No, continue talking. Ignore me. For the YouTube people, they probably are very curious what's happening.
Like,
here we go.
What is he doing? Why?
You get the a little brighter.
I got mine, and it is still sitting. I made sure to keep it unread on my phone so that I don't forget to do the codes. The problem here is this is the Greg, hold on. Before you
you know what I'm going to say, Bobby.
I know. The problem, okay, first off, I already have the Dada Zarude and the Shelly Celebi, or the Shelly Celebi.
Shelly? What was that?
Every Celebi is named Shelly from now forward in that movie. Shelly.
I'll wrap the podcast up now. It ain't getting any better than this. It's all downhill.
I have to nickname my Celebi Shelly now. That's going to happen. So I have the ones from Japan. I think someone in the Slack was able to get me those. So I have them already, but I can't connect to the internet because I haven't done the Alola starter Dynamax raid balls, and I still need to get some in luxury balls and stuff. I can just trade for my mail.
I have them in luxury balls.
I know.
I will breed you in luxury balls to make sure you do not forget to redeem your code.
Catches Pokemon. Let the man scavenger hunt in Best Buy. Come on. I mean, it's about the thrill of the hunt.
No, none of that is thrilling.
That's not wrong.
That is like the definition of not thrilling.
It's really not thrilling. It's like a chore. That's why I haven't done it yet. But
and they were really not fun to catch in any ball. It was awful.
Right. I guess that's Oh, maybe well, never mind. Well, Greg, just trade me a luxury ball Rowlet.
In luxury balls, I have the hidden abilities. I did the work all weekend. This is my gift to you.
Thank you, Greg. So I can go ahead and download my Zarude and my Shelly.
Plus, I'm pretty sure there's like a giant spreadsheet in Slack of everybody who has them in each type of ball.
Yeah, this is like a thing. I was supposed to be a part of that. I totally didn't.
Speaking of Dada Zarude and Shiny Celebi, the movie is now out on Netflix. This is off Pokemon.com. Secrets of the movie now out on Netflix.
Secrets of the movie.
I just
Pokemon
took the Bobby approach. Merge some words together, save some breath. I'm not going to read the synopsis. If you have Netflix, you're probably going to watch it. I don't know. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. I understand. Look, it has to be better than The Power of Us.
Still haven't seen that. Based off your recommendation.
Good choices. Well done. I mean, so we'll hope it's better, but
yeah. Like anything Pokemon related, there's a million things happening this weekend. Movies out, the Celebrations TCG came out, the Zarude codes went out, that Best Buy thing started, Community Day happening tomorrow. We're recording this on a Friday night, not a Sunday morning. I'm sure Community Day was fantastic. Wow.
Couldn't believe.
So many.
Couldn't believe Triple Stardust again. What a blessing.
The fact that they rarely release Shiny Litwick hidden if you knew the code to do it. That was the most impressive part, really.
It was so scary when Kecleon finally appeared. It was a real Halloween
When my screen
treat.
was full of Kecleon, I thought, surely this is a Meltan moment.
The Pokemon TCG Celebrations came out. It was not planned for Bobby to be on this episode, but there is a bonus episode of Bobby and I talking about the celebrations for anyone who listens to the premium feed. So if you are curious about an hour of TCG talk, specifically around celebrations, patreon.com/PKMNcast for $5. You'll get 2 bonus episodes every month. This was actually the September episode. So there'll be 2 more episodes this month. One of them, spoiler, will be the movie thoughts of what Irene and I watch eventually when we watch it this weekend. Hoping for tomorrow night. And so, yeah, if you want to hear and support us on Patreon, that's where you can go. More podcasts. But, Greg, you watched me open some packs, right? You have any interest in said celebration?
When did I bailed out of that stream pretty early, I think.
That was a good
I saw
call.
you in there. I saw you in there for
Yeah,
at
I
least
was
a
in
couple
there.
minutes.
No, I think I got my codes. I got the email. I'm like, bye. I got to go redeem my codes and do something more interesting with my life than watch you open packs.
Wow.
Wow.
I
think
was
celebrations,
interested.
though, like,
I was
you're
interested.
not like
I
a
was-
TCG
I was
collector.
there to see the big box because I was hoping it was at all exciting to me. It wasn't. I hung around to be polite, and then I bailed.
You don't want some original Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur?
Look, I was there for farting Pikachu.
You don't want more farting Pikachu?
No, I mean, you post it. Literally, I've seen it on Instagram. I saw it on TikTok, and I've commented
Here
every time.
comes the boy.
Here comes the chunky farting Pikachu.
He's not farting. It's a little
Yeah.
dusty.
Dust.
There are 2 brown clouds coming from Chonkachu's lower region.
That's true.
So you're saying that this is not a fun. This doesn't seem fun to you to collect. It's a small set, only 50 cards.
No.
Okay, well-
We've talked about how I'm over collecting things, and I don't need more stuff. That
I
it's
had
just going
to
to sit
ask.
in my. It's just going to sit in my house, and I'm going to do
Had to
nothing.
ask the
and
question.
I ask you the most important question: is there a Rosalia in it? And the answer was no.
There's.
I'm out.
You like Lunala? Kyogre?
I guess.
Little Groudon.
I guess.
Professor Oak?
Not my
Good
top.
Professor Oak.
Not my top professor.
Pikachu, like 7 times.
This is what I will
No.
say. Full disclosure, the Pokemon Company International did send me that big package that we opened up on Twitch. If you missed the Twitch, it took me 3 hours to open all that, mostly because I get distracted very easily. But we took the best of that and we cut it down to, well, there's be 2 parts. First part's already up, 20 minutes long. That's the first 90 minutes. I cut down to 20 minutes. So that's on YouTube. I think it's worth watching. I edited myself. I thought, look, I edited myself. It has to be good. It just, mwah, rolls like your eyes will be happy if you, youtube.com/PK, blah, 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 you know where it is.
Click and like and bell subscribe.
Click like, so comment your what you had for breakfast below.
I don't eat breakfast.
So that's there.
Were you too happy with the set?
Yeah, I think it's I think it is a cool set to collect. Like here's what I'll say, and I think I said this in the bonus podcast. If you were to go in and buy like an ETB of Chilling Reigns, you would make a very small indent into that whole set. And you'd be lucky in that ETB if you got like 1 full art. If you got super lucky, maybe like 1 full art, a secret rare, and maybe like 2 rares.
That's like unheard of. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Steve.
an ETB for the
Sure.
record is like 8 packs. But I feel like you could get away with buying like 5 packs and have a lot of the set already done, and there's some exciting cards that you'd probably get in those 5 packs. Like it does feel like something where if they were easily available on shelves while you're checking out Target, it'd be like, oh, I heard about this. Yeah, let's pick up a couple packs. Like I really do feel like that is something for somebody who doesn't collect the TCG versus what are you gonna do with 5 packs of Chillin' Reigns? There ain't nothing like there ain't nothing really great in those. Unless you really love Calyrex or horses.
Just horses
Do
in
not
general.
underestimate the horse fan contingency. There are a lot of horse people out there.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. But yeah, like I think Chilling Reign was 200 cards or something was the total, plus the secret rares. So that's talking like 230 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Versus the 50 of this one. And that was kind of, it's funny, back when Detective Pikachu came out, they had that little mini set of Detective Pikachu. It was maybe like 30 cards, I think. And they had little 4-card packs as well. And that actually got me like, jumped into the back end of the TCG a little bit, that little mini set, because I was like, oh, I can collect these, like maybe I can complete this set. It's like 25 cards or something. That might be fun. Didn't last, unfortunately. But, you know, I feel like that's kind of the same with this one, just being a smaller set. And I don't know, if you've been around since the beginning times of Pokemon and collected the cards back then, it's a little, you know, a little bit of nostalgia as well, since there's a bunch of like classic cards and things like that. So I don't know, I'm happy with it. My stuff still hasn't arrived. I pre-ordered a bunch of stuff from GameStop. None of it is even shipped yet. And yet I ordered 2 things from the Pokemon Center yesterday and they're supposed to be here tomorrow. So I don't know what's going on with GameStop. I don't know why it's taken them so long to get their act together, but I still haven't opened anything and I'm slightly bummed about that.
What is going on with GameStop? I don't think anyone can answer that question.
I think we've hinted towards the question.
Let's do our Pokemon Unite minute here. Sylveon is now available in Pokemon Unite.
And got nerfed today.
Oh, I think you got cut out there, Greg.
It came out on what? The 5th.
Wednesday?
They nerfed it today. They cut damage down today, real quick. Said, no,
quick nerf.
They haven't fixed Venusaur. Nah, Blastoise, totally fine. Can shoot water across the entire map and stop you from doing anything. Sylveon can take like 1 Pokemon down, maybe 2. Nerf it.
No, I think Sylveon was like, I was watching the high end players. You know, the top 10 people they play in a team, or the top 5 people in Unite play on a team. And it was 20 plus kills every game. It was unreal what they were doing. I mean, they're good, right?
Oh, wait, the top 5 Unite players all are on the same team?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I mean, it's a team-based game.
It is, but that's like, that would be like if like the USA Dream Team was like all in the same NBA, like on the same basketball team or something, instead of like within the NBA. Like that seems unfair. That just seems unfair. I don't know. Like,
look, I don't know these sports analogies. It kind of made sense.
I mean, they haven't fixed the other stuff. It was fine. Do a big balance pad. Let people enjoy Sylveon for a week. You have not fixed the pedal dance garbage of Venusaur.
I mean, maybe
you've barely done anything for Blastoise, but this cute, wonderful thing can be in the sunlight for 2 days, and then you nerf it into the ground.
Yeah, it seems weird that it was so quick, because that makes it seem like the data that came back within 24 hours maybe was like showed something was wrong with it. I mean,
I'm telling you, people were rocking it on the matches I watched. I was like, jeez. They were like, in a situation where it's Cramorant versus bees, I feel like I'm working hard. Even if I'm like level 12, I'm like, I gotta work these bees. You guys gotta give me a moment. I'm struggling over here. And then like with Sylveon, it was like a Roomba on the first day, working amazingly, like just sucking up those bees instantly. And we're not talking about like a 3-year-old Roomba, you know, that thing's struggling out there. But we're talking about like fresh out of the box. Whoa, this was $600. That Sylveon was working. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like Blastoise has been a problem since they fixed the like bugs that Blastoise had.
Yeah,
like
but like the fixing the bug took like a week and a half.
Yeah, that's true.
And Sylveon, they're like, nope, 2 days, nerf it. Garbage. This is garbage choices.
Also, you're right. They haven't done anything about Venusaur. But Venusaur's Petal Dance is unreal.
It is.
It lasts like 8 seconds, and then it's like 2 seconds, and then you get it again for another 8 seconds.
Well, because the countdown doesn't start over again after the move ends. The countdown starts when you use the move. The move lasts 6 seconds. The countdown is 8. So when it ends, 2 seconds, and you fire it up again.
That
it's
seems
like the
like
most
a bug.
ridiculous amount of time.
Oh, and you can't outrun that thing either.
And
He's hustling. He's hustling.
Cannot outrun that thing. It's a hustling frog. It
Really?
is so overpowered, and they're like, oh, it's fine. But you're going to look at Sylveon, who is doing...
Hey, Sylveon was out there working. She was doing it.
Look, okay, so Hyper Voice could do 6,000 points of damage. Big deal. Get your money. I mean, they fixed Hyper Voice, fixed Mystical Fire.
Maybe they got their money and they saw like a huge spike of like, oh, people aren't buying anymore.
Then,
so now,
then what about Blastoise? People aren't buying Blastoise. Meanwhile, Mamoswine is out there trying to work,
Mamoswine
and it's got done dirty by these developers. You don't see a urgent fix to that. Nah. Sylveon's out there representing the trans community, doing the work, nerfed into the ground. Almost unplayable.
You know,
Wow.
Mamoswine is something. They exist in
I
a
am
match.
so mad.
That's a bummer.
I
That was such an exciting. That was such an
Hey,
exciting.
look,
I remember
Venusaur
being excited about that.
Venusaur took 2 buffs to get where he's at, and they still don't know what they're doing with Charizard.
They just keep pumping Charizard, and everybody still picks Charizard because it's the favorite.
I'm sure they'll fix Mamoswine.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, but Sylveon can't exist out there being loud and proud and taking monsters down.
I'm
now.
waiting for the $40
2 days.
Mamoswine skin.
Yeah.
Days.
I was gonna. Does Sylveon have a?
No, they have a normal like $5 skin.
Okay.
A regularly priced, now nerfed skin.
It's like a little raincoat. It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
I was actually, I thought it was just going to be like Sylveon from the start. But
Oh,
you
yeah,
start
that's what I
as an
thought, too.
Eevee. And I was like, what? This is going to get complicated if they introduce the other ones.
Right. I was gonna say Sylveon's the first evolution, right?
Yeah,
so,
but who cares about the other ones? I mean, Sylveon is the best one. Am I wrong?
There are... Okay, Jolteon folk, it's at Dragging a Lake. You can also send emails that he will ignore to the podcast,
That's
SBJ,
true.
or whatever.
It's very true.
Direct your rage there. I am out of this. I think
Look,
Jolteon
they want to
is
make
good.
money, right? Well, they already learned from Build-A-Bear. You put a Flareon on the shelf, no one's buying it. Like,
I didn't say Flareon. I said Jolteon. Jolteon's the popular one.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought they
Jolteon?
bought it. No. The popular ones are Espeon and Umbreon.
I was gonna say Umbreon. There's Umbreon.
Yeah.
That's-
Espeon's just out there being weird. Got 2 tails.
Speaking of Sylveon, there's a dark Sylveon in the TCG.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with Darkness type, Greg. Darkness type is the dark energy.
What makes it dark?
Dark would mean that it was
mad.
trained by Team Rocket. Like Dark Dragonite, Dark Charizard. You remember those cards back in the day?
Yeah, but it can't be that bad because Sylveon evolves with friendship.
It's a pouty Sylveon. It's a pretty cool card, actually.
It's a pouty Sylveon.
Yeah, it's very
Sylveon.
pouty. It's cool. You should look it up. Dark Sylveon
it's
Celebrations.
promo.
I see this
It's a
full
promo,
art
too.
one, and it's not facing the front. I don't know what. Its
Yeah.
motions
See,
are.
but it's pouty.
How is that pouty? He's just got his back to you. It's just not
Exactly.
It's not friendly to you because you're judging it about being dark. It's
Cold
just trying to
shoulder.
live its best life, trying to nuke people on the field, and you come in 2 days later, call it dark, and nerf it.
That
is
par for the
exactly
course.
what happened.
So rude.
Speaking for par of the course, Pokemon Evolutions Episode 3 is out. The
Oh,
Visionary.
I forgot to watch that.
I have not watched it,
I've
but
heard
I have been told
I've heard it's not good.
That it does not answer any of the questions that were happening in X and Y. I'm looking at the screenshot here.
Left?
I see a Xerneas in the screenshot. I see Lysander, and I see a Mega Gyarados. So I expect to see the Virtual Boy on Lysander at some point.
Of the plot lines, I don't feel like there were a lot of questions left in X and Y.
Yeah, there was. Why is Tierno at my parade? Like, get out of here, man.
Because you're best friends.
No.
He is your dance instructor.
He did not follow me down into the dark pits to battle Pitbull and then to battle Lysander with a Virtual Boy. Also, why does AZ think it's okay to do a battle during my parade?
Because you are a champion and you are supposed to accept challenges whenever they happen.
He should be concerned with getting a job because he was in prison for like 2 years and he probably doesn't have any income.
You are there to help him get back into society. You have abandoned him.
Well, he can wait until I get to the top and get my the end of that game bothers me so much.
You did get to the top. You're in the middle of your parade. All of the stuff had happened. You've already been declared champion. At that point, your obligation begins.
Would you stop Santa mid-parade? No.
Yes.
What?
If Santa was my next challenge to become champion of the region, you bet I'm saying pull over. It is time to throw down, fat man. Let's go.
All right. I mean, when you put it that way, maybe I changed my mind.
Yeah, you bet change your mind.
Look, I love X and Y. Say it all the time. But man, that story sucks. It's bad.
You never say that.
I like X and Y. I like X and Y.
You like it. You don't love it.
Exactly.
See? That is not a love reaction.
That is not a love reaction.
Passive. It was fine
I
reaction.
like X and Y more than I like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, because you're a
You
hater.
like everything more than Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
You like GameStop more than Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Ooh, let's not go. Let's not say things we can't take back. But that's out. And then in another 2 weeks we'll get the Black and White storyline because they're going backwards.
It's countdown.
Speaking of counting down, let's count down to a break. And when we come back, we will talk about some more Pokemon stuff. Figure that out during the break.
Pokemon stuff? Maybe we'll change midstream what this podcast is.
Done dance. Doot dan dance. Done dance. Doot dan dance. Done dance. Doot dan dance. Abundance. Done dance. Doot dan dance. Done dance. Doot dan dance. Done dance. Doot dan dance. Abundance.
Done dance. A good dance. A good dance.
A good dance. A good dance.
A good dance. Abundance.
Done a good dance. A good dance. Done a good dance. A good dance. Done a good dance. A good dance. Abundance. And we are back from our break. All right, I saved the good news here. First good news. The 2022 Championship Series kicks off soon, and it includes Pokemon Go.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Yes.
What?
Pokemon Premier events are returning in early 2022 complete for prizes, travel awards, and glory with 4 different ways to play. Pokemon TCG, Pokemon Video Game, Pokken Tournament DX, well, that's still alive, and for the first time, Pokemon GO. As already announced, some players will age up to the new age divisions for 2022. Can you imagine? You were like top of your class, and then the pandemic happened, and now all of a sudden you're in master rank.
And now you're older? Yeah, I can't imagine. It's called my life.
All players who've earned points in the 2020 season, which was canceled in March of 2020, will have their points transferred to the 2022 season.
Wow.
Players attending Pokemon tournaments will be required to comply with Pokemon's COVID policies, which mandates that all participants must be vaccinated. For more information about Play Pokemon COVID-19 policies, they can be found here. This is off Pokemon.com, by the way. Information is subject to change based on government health mandates, and participants should check with their organizers for the most up-to-date information. Prizes and champion point schedules for each event series for the 2022 season will mostly mirror the stuff that was already established in the 2020 season. Since 2022 is a shorter season than usual, players will only be able to earn travel awards for the 2022 North American Championships based on points they've earned during the period from when the championship events began through April 24th, 2022. This is like really through the
really
European
tough.
Championships that are taking place in 2022. There will be no travel award because travel awards and stipends, which were provided to all players. Okay, here this is if you got a travel reward back then, you still will have it for the 2022. If you somehow qualify in 2022, no travel award. That's easy. Pokken Tournament DX returns to Worlds 2022. Players have already got the same travel reward stuff. Okay, skip into this. Pokemon Go. For the first time ever, Pokemon Go players can partake in a Play Pokemon event with the first very official Pokemon Go Championship Series.
It's very
now,
official because they said it.
Now, I know what you're thinking. They had Pokemon Go at the DC Worlds.
Yeah.
That was an invitational. It was invite only. It was like Masuda, I think, was one of the people in that tournament, and he used the Psyduck. That was it was like very cute, and it was I don't want to be negative, but watching a bunch of people play early GBL on stage at Worlds and realizing how slow GBL kind of is sometimes, not the most entertaining thing to watch.
No, not at all.
So is it going to be the GBL at...
I can answer some of those questions for you. To register for the Pokemon Go Championship Series of events, you must be your home region's age digital consent or older. You also need to have a linked Pokemon Go account to your Trainer Club account, have a player ID, opt in to play terms of use, and the ability to create an account and link will be available in late 2021. Registration for the first time will open in January. So just to clarify here, if you made a Pokemon Go account back in the day, you either picked Google or Trainer Club.
You tried to pick Trainer Club. Remember, it was broken for like the first like month
Correct.
of Pokemon Go.
And since then, you could link it, but that linking isn't working right now for the Play Pokemon stuff. So they're going to fix that before the end of the year. But theoretically, what I would recommend too is you can like link your Pogo to like more than one email. Mm-hmm. You do like Gmail, and then you could do like either Facebook or your Apple ID or like one other thing.
Yeah, it's Apple, Facebook, Google, and Pokemon Trainer Club.
You should do 2 of those, is what I'm saying.
At least, I mean, if nothing else, like Facebook 2 days ago showed us that anybody who needed to log in with Facebook couldn't play Pokemon Go the other day either for that period of time. So definitely.
So you should probably do 2 of those just in case one goes down. Additionally, as previously announced, access to early registration will be granted to Pokemon Go players who perform well in Go Battle League. For the first batch of invites, players must achieve Legend rank in Season 9 in order to qualify. Details for later events will be added once the corresponding Go Battle League season is announced. Tournaments for Pokemon Go will operate Seniors and Masters Division and will run the Great League format. That's actually really great. No pun intended. For specific format details, stay tuned to the rules, and documents will be available soon. To ensure an even playing field, participants at most qualifiers will be required to log into their Go account and to battle using a smart devices provided on site. If this is not the case for specific events, the organizers will announce that separately. Okay. So a lot of things here. Number one is they said 4 games competing, TCG, video game series, Pokemon Go. There's no word of Unite. I bet they're going to do the thing that they did with Pokemon Go. Unite is going to be an invitational this 2022. They're going to find like 4 of the best teams. They're going to like showcase it because those are highly skilled players, and then they're going to set it up for anyone to be able to play for 2023. That would be my bet. There's no way. Somebody write down the timestamp. There is no way at the 2022 World Championships there will not be Unite up on that stage in some capacity.
It's a bold prediction. I mean, I guess I guess it makes sense. I mean, they have really they're really going all with it for Unite right now. So, and it doesn't seem to. Well, I don't know. Does it losing steam at all? I mean, Unite had that initial bump for sure.
I think it did what I thought it was going to do, which is be mediocrely popular in the United States and be incredibly popular in Asia. And
Yeah.
it is like if you watch Korean streamers or Japanese streamers or here, this is really hard to explain, but let me try to explain it. If you watch anyone from an Asian country and you just watch them long enough, you'll see that their matches are so varied and so different. You watch an American streamer, you'll see like the same names pop up constantly. Like I just played this dude 2 games ago. It seems that the player pool for the American servers are so much smaller than the player pools in other countries. And obviously you want to try to match to people closer to you for lag and stuff, but maybe I'm jaded, but that's my experience at least with it.
Interesting. I don't know.
I am still stuck on, are people actually going to stand on stage with their smartphones in hand to play Go Battle League, which is just tapping the phone and hitting one button?
Sometimes 2. Sometimes there's 2 charge moves down there.
And then swiping. That's the thing they're doing?
Hey,
That's-
some people play poker.
That has choices.
You have choices in battle. Look,
Yeah, but the choices, sure, you have like one choice in battle, but most of the
have, like,
choices are done before the battle
you
starts.
You have 2 choices. Okay, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I just cannot fathom sitting in the audience when anything else could be going on to watch static animations on a giant screen and 2 people not like writing things down or trying to decide if they're going to switch out, literally tapping a screen and then moving slightly to hit a button.
There is I'm not trying to defend anything.
It is the wildest thing I've heard. Like, I thought, like, it's, hey, we're going to release a bunch. It's like a bug contest. Try to catch the most rare thing. Catch the
That would be cool,
highest
too.
EP.
That would be cool.
That would be interesting.
That would
Like,
be cool.
run around, do something. The battle system in Pokemon Go is the most boring part of that game.
It's pretty bad.
And you're going to put it on a stage.
Okay. I'm going to say some stuff. Before I say it, I want to say that I agree with everything Greg just said. I do agree with Greg. I do have some more things to add. So I was looking through my costume collection in Pokemon Go. There's a costume dex. I think there's like 102 costumes total or something like that. And I have 92 of them. So I'm missing like the flower Happiny. I'm missing a couple Raichus, which I have. I just have to evolve them. And then I realized...
Oh, costume Pokemon.
Yeah,
You're
costume
talking about.
Pokemon.
Got it. Okay, not like Avatar style stuff.
Yeah. The Pokemon, the costume Pokemon dex. So
Got
I'm
it,
missing
got it,
like 10. And I realized I'm missing Pikachu Libre, which you can only get through Go Battle League. Now, like 2 seasons ago, I think it was season 7, they made it really easy to get. But I don't care about Go Battle League, and I missed that opportunity. Now, in Go Battle League, if you want Pikachu Libre, you have to get to like rank 20 or something. It's very high, like 20, 24, I don't know, something like that.
25 or something like that. Yeah, it's really high.
You can get it from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
That's true. Or I could maybe trade somebody for it. Yes, all possible things. But so I'm looking. So I'm sitting here playing Pokemon Go on Twitch. It was Spotlight Hour. A quick aside. There are some people that still don't know Spotlight Hour is just a thing that exists every Tuesday from 6 to 7 local time. It's existed before the pandemic. It's been around for a while. This is my only time frame is when the pandemic started and what features were added and not added in Pokemon Go.
Time frame because it's been like 50 years.
So we're like doing Spotlight Hour. And then I'm like, oh, I don't have the Pikachu Libre because I'm like looking at things I'm missing. And then I like click on Go Battle League. And it says like Ultra Cup, whatever. And then it says Little Jungle Cup. And I was like, I'm out. I'm not interested in anything that isn't Great League because Ultra Cup, you got to chop off your arm and then cash it in for Stardust. Like, no way am I doing any Ultra Cup. You have to have Deoxys.
So much Stardust.
That's true. You have to have like Deoxys from like 2003 specifically caught at this lake park over here. And like it has to be in defense form and it has to have like 3 attack and 50. Like you have to have the most complicated thing in the world for Ultra Cup, whatever.
Don't even get me started. That's where the pros are. The people who know.
And if you want to even play in Master Cup, you got to get like a Brazilian Dialga that's 15, 15, 15, and then you got to make it your best bud, and then you got to, I'm out. This is all whatever. And then, okay, so I see Little Jungle Cup. I'm like, what is this? And they're like 500 CP. This sounds great. 500, that's 1/3 of 1500 CP. I'm in. So I go to Google. Smash on my keyboard. Hold on for the smash on my keyboard here, and I type Jungle Cup teams, and the first team said Ducklet, and I was like, I'm all in. Ducklet. I love Ducklet. I can get behind a team with Ducklet on it. I was like, cool. So I go back to Pokemon Go. I type in Ducklet. I have 2. Because why would you have more than 2 Ducklet? You would be like, I have too many Ducklet. Well, just throw them away, which is what I do in Pokemon Go. I, for some reason, had 36 Galarian Ponyta. So what I did is I just randomly picked 30 of them and was like, goodbye. And now I have 6. So I have 2 Ducklet. And I was like, okay, they're both under 500 CP. So I did the thing of like, plus the CP to see how close they would get to 500. And one of them got to like 496. I was like, okay, well, that's as good as we're getting, right? We can't go above 500. Otherwise, disqualified. So I was like, I put aside the Ducklet. I'm looking at the list. They're recommending all these Pokemon. And they were like, Chansey. I was like, okay, Chansey, Ducklet. I think I understand what they're going for. I'd like go over, type in Chansey. I have 1 Chansey. Happens to be exactly 500 CP though, so I'm over the moon. I'm like, this is perfect. And then the last one was Shell. I decided, I was like, oh, let me try Shelmet, right? I type in Shelmet. I got 2 Shelmets, and they're both under 500. So I do the little plus thing, and one of the Shelmets can get to 500 CP. And I was like, this is great. This is great. I mean, there's lots of other Pokemon, Cottonee and Zubat, these Pokemon. I was like, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to teach them all second moves. I'm going to power them up. I spent 254,000 Stardust. 250,000 Stardust.
How?
Because second moves are 50,000 Stardust.
For what, Chansey?
No,
Not
for all of them.
Really?
Chansey was like 75,000 or something. One was 75, the other 2 were 50.
Jeez.
I don't remember which one.
Okay.
So I did the second moves, powered up the CPs, did all that stuff. 250,000 Stardust to get here. Now I want a preference. Preference? Preface? I want to preface preface that I hate Go Battle League, but I don't hate it because I'm bad at it. I think I'm relatively decent at it.
Is it
Per my...
It's hitting the screen.
Yeah, I know it's in the screen.
And you're a cookie clicker champ from Trims.
So, long story short, I don't know. Well, hold on. Let me check my Go Battle League. I can't remember the record. Long story short, I agree with everything Greg said. But
Okay.
I've experienced it firsthand. I don't understand. I really don't. I'm trying to like, stand in these people's shoes. But the amount of Stardust and the amount of time and like me just being lucky enough to have Ducklet, and if I'm thinking like Go Battle League is here, let's say I'm like a hardcore Pokemon Go battler, and you can't catch Ducklet right now. Where are you supposed to get a Ducklet? You want a Chansey? Good luck finding a Chansey in the wild. Like, it's dumbfounding to me that a competitive Pokemon Go player has to just like constantly check every Pokemon they catch. Not like check the 3-star or 4-star. They have to like check it of, can this get to 500 or 1500 or whatever it is, because it's not perfect. It's like, oh, the attack has to be 3 and the defense, the HP and the defense has to be 15. It's like such a weird system to like. I understand like the lower the attack, the like smaller increments the CP goes up, and that's what actually matters. But what if I didn't have any, like, what if I didn't have Ducklet? What if I didn't have these Pokemon? I mean, yeah, I guess I build another team, but then I have to have all the Stardust to then power it up, and I have to have the candy, and I have to like, because you have to have the candy to do the move with the Stardust, so I caught enough Ducklet, obviously, to have the Ducklet candy. And then I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, okay, on October 10th, these 3 Pokemon are useless. They're done. I gave them all second moves. I powered them up, and they're garbage. They're done. Now, before anyone is like, well, in the video game, your old competitive Pokemon are you're right, they are. But I also don't have to spend 8 hours outside catching the same Pokemon over and over to then cash it in. Like,
I mean,
what?
some people would say like, you get to go outside for 8 hours to do it.
Nobody
So-
says that. Nobody's happy about that.
They clearly want you to live in the game, right? I mean, that's the whole point. Like, having to do these checks, having to like do all of that keeps you looking at the game. It keeps you in there longer. Like, you don't get to do the whole, I'm just going to catch a few things, see if they're good, like, 3 stars or whatever, and leave. Now I get to do all this, and I have to grind this out, and I have to do that. Like, they want you to do that, and they clearly like, whether people do it or not, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's pretty popular. I mean, the Go Battle League seems pretty popular, and so people are doing it. People are living in the game. They're giving them the money they need for the Stardust costs and the Stardust pieces or star pieces, and they're trading with people and making it happen. So
this is early Pokemon problems, right? Like
This is like the Gen 3 problem all over again.
Gen 2 and be like, at the time we loved the breeding system, now it is awful. Like, because people are interacting with it now because they have no other choice, like this is how the game was built, does not mean that's good or fun. Like the grind is only acceptable because it's technically a new game.
Yeah.
Like, it's been 5 years and Go Battle, like, it is still just tapping a screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with both of you. I don't like the Go Battle League at all. I have not done it in multiple seasons now. Like, I do want to get the Did you get the Libre Pikachu, Steve?
No. Okay, so I'm ranked 10.
No, I've done all this and I have not received an award.
I am ranked 10. I have done 46 battles. I have won 34 of them, and I won 12 battles in a row. So again, I want to say that I don't think I'm obviously my win ratio very good right now. I don't think I'm awful at Go Battle League. I think I've made some mistakes. A lot of my losses in Go Battle League, it is just like in VGC. Sometimes it's just you have 3 Pokemon. There are like 40 Pokemon in Jungle Cup that you can pick from. So out of my 12 losses, or however many that is, 34 plus 12 is 46. Out of my 12 losses, I think half of them were against Altaria teams. I can't beat Altaria. It's an auto lose for me. Unless they misplay, I just lose. And that's okay. My team can clearly beat almost every other team here. I'm good. If Altaria shows, and then you got somebody in Twitch chat. They're like, well, maybe you should change your team for Altaria. Yeah, well then I'll lose to something else. There is not a single team that can beat every team.
That's Pokemon.
Right, that's Pokemon. So I'm good. I'm good with the team. I like my team. I lead with Ducklet. I like Ducklet. I'm able to use a Pokemon I like. I want to just let's back up a second. 500 CP, 250,000 Stardust. What the time investment, the amount of candy you need and Stardust you need and catching the same Pokemon you need for Ultra or Master is just what? Mm-hmm. Why would let's say that grind didn't exist. Let's say you're okay with the grind. Go Battle League is the laggiest, unforgiving, frustrating game in the entire world. Imagine grinding 3 months for a perfect Dialga, and then the game just lags out, and you're like, I tap the button 4 times, and they're going first. I can't tap any harder. If I would have went first, I would have won, but clearly the game decided I didn't tap first. I don't. What? It's a very frustrating experience. I will say I've had fun with it. I had fun with it because of the low commitment that the game had me do. I happened to have the right Pokemon. It was a low barrier to entry. Greg is right. I'm Stardust rich. It doesn't the Stardust thing is not that big of a deal. But even though I've had fun with the Jungle Cup, it's still a barrier to entry to so many people to be do you have these Pokemon? Nope, you don't. Oh, you do have Cottonee, but they're all over 500? Oh, it's too bad. Can't use it. You throw away all your Zubats? Sorry, sucks. I don't know what the better situation is, but it feels like the grind and or money that you put into the game is not worth the actual. It feels like, hey, you want to play chess? Cool, go out to the woods and whittle some pieces because
well, that's what true masters do. They become one with the set.
I don't want to whittle the pieces. I want to play the chess game of.
Then download the app. Here's the thing, what. There are usually it's Pokemon Company. There are usually not great safeguards for people to do shenanigans on getting the Pokemon they need. It is a problem. I still think I'm still stuck on the fact that they expect an audience to sit and watch this because I watched you play, and I lasted about 20 minutes before I'm like, I could be doing anything else with my life. I could be asleep.
Hey, there were some sick plays though.
Yeah, listen to you complain. I hit heavy. I hit it. And it didn't accept it. I heavy slammed.
It's pretty much That's the game in the nuts. First off, it was body slam. Thank you very much. My Shellman was body slam. I think there's potential there for Go Battle League in the sense that matches are quick. That's why I liked Clash Royale, and I think that's why you like Clash Royale, Greg. You're probably going to be there to 2 to 3 minutes. If it goes into overtime, overtime's only an extra minute.
Yeah, it's in and out, and you're done.
Right.
And I get that for the normal video game or for the TCG, those matches can go way over 10 minutes. I don't know what the timer is in Sword and Shield. Whenever I think the timer's 15 maybe, but those matches can be long. And so it's nice to be able to get like a 3-4 minute match in, like right before bed or right when you wake up. But I can't help but think of like, okay, these 3 Pokemon that I invested in, they're done, they're garbage. And what's like is just Ultra Cup? If Great Cup doesn't come back, I don't want to play. I don't want to play an Ultra Cup. I don't want to play a Master Cup.
Into isn't garbage. They felt love.
You're right.
They appreciate their moment to shine. And then into the grinder, give me my candies.
I will say, like, you know, the stuff that is for those special cups, like Jungle Cup, I don't really know who those are for, to be honest, because, like, you have Great League, you have Ultra League, you have Master League. Those repeat. You know, I still have Pokemon that I powered up for Great League initially, like when Go Battle League first came out. I still use them whenever Great League comes around. That's the Pokemon I use, like, and I do okay. Like, I'm not like doing great, and I'm not playing a whole lot because I usually just play to like complete tasks or whatever. But those are still good. I'm still using stuff that I picked before. Now the Jungle Cup and those, like, I don't know, there's different cups that come and go, and I guess that's a little different. But you know, if you're using stuff for Great League, like, that's going to be back next season. You know, you still have those. Those aren't gone. But I agree with Greg in the sense of, like, it's boring to watch. Who like, unless you're also, I guess, super in it, like, maybe. But like, for a general audience of people who are going to be at a tournament that's like for 4 different types of Pokemon, I just don't see the audience wanting to sit and watch that.
Can I be a commentator? Oh, Steve, that was a good tap. Look at that. He's got excellent tapping technique. Oh, look at that swish. Oh, he's catching all those water drops. Look at him go. Oh, what an amazing. Excellent, excellent. What an excellent attack. Oh, he didn't put up the shields. Can he survive? Oh, this is like, oh, they're back to tapping. Look, the furious tapping. I can hear the tapping now. I can feel my fingers twitch, 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 twitch. Oh, what a play. What a play. He swapped. Oh, he's tapping again. Look at that tap. What an excellent tap he's doing.
That would be the only exciting part is, oh, he swapped. That's like literally what it comes down to is like, every match. Look, I am sure there are some GBL lovers that are furious listening to this. But
at Dragging a Lake or at
the reality
Pokemon Podcast.
The reality is, like, it comes down to how you open, and you don't know. There's no team preview like in VGC. They have 6 Pokemon. I have 6 Pokemon. We're picking 4. What are we picking? What 4 do I think can beat their 6? What 4 do I think they're bringing? With Go Battle League, it's a flip of a coin. Like, what do they lead with? Do they lead with something I'm good at? Or do they lead with something I'm bad at? Or do they leave something neutral? And then if they lead something neutral, it's just chicken. Who's switching first? That's all it is.
Yeah.
And whoever switches first at that point is probably going to lose. Because they're going to switch, they're locked in, and now you're just going to switch to the counter, and you win that. Now, I get there's like more to it than that, but this was the problem with the TCG, and there were statistics to prove this. If you went first in the TCG, even if you had the worst deck, you were 60% favored to win. That was just it. Just going first, bad deck or not, you had an obvious advantage. And that's why they had to change the supporter rule. And that's how it feels in Go Battle League. And I don't know if they have the stats, but if you open good and they have to switch, and you switch, and then you switch because they're locked in, unless you misplay, you're fine. Or unless they have a hard counter that you didn't prep for. Like, again, for me, it would be like Altaria. I just don't have a Pokemon for that. But I don't know. I see the light. I see how Go Battle League is like. I want to do more matches in Jungle Cup because I like. It was easy to get into. The Pokemon selection was cute, like Ducklet. I just want to remind everyone that Ducklet's great. But there's just so much that's like...
I will say this. Sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel is an oncoming train.
That's fair. There's a Nidoran in my house. You think I should catch that for the possible...
You never know.
It could
you might
come
as
in
well
handy.
and just save it. And, it's
hope for
your
the
bag
best.
maxed out so you can save them. No, I think I agree though. I think there will be changes over time. Like, it's not going to stay like this. But it is what it is now, and it seems pretty popular for people. And Greg, if you decide to do a sports commentary thing for Steve, you could start a Twitch channel, and where your Twitch channel is watching Steve's streams
I'm
and
into
doing
this.
commentating on Steve's streams. I'd totally follow.
It's a new career. You bet. Screen sniping.
2 more things of news before we wrap up. Number 1, very quick. They put the very first episode of the Pokemon anime on the official YouTube channel. That was just kind of random that they did that. The full episode just on YouTube. I mean, obviously it was on Pokemon TV, but they threw it up on YouTube. I'm sure that is just, hey, we did the market research. Put it on YouTube and it'll appear in the algorithm and people will be nostalgia for Pokemon again. I'm sure that was...
It's Kanto month, right? Like
in
this countdown of months that they're doing. No, but like you've seen the Pokemon tweets and everything. Like each month they're doing, and the TCG, obviously we have the big jumbo cards every month, but October is Kanto month. So this is like with the 25th anniversary TCG coming out, like, so it kind of makes sense to have thrown up that first episode. That first iconic Pokemon episode.
And then the last bit of news is off Polygon.com. Universal Studios will bring Pokemon to its Japan theme park.
Yeah.
Universal Studios theme park in Japan will be adding a Pokemon attraction to the park. They shared this in a press release. The Pokemon Company and Universal shared in a press release on Wednesday. Beginning in 2022, the two companies will enter a long-term partnership to explore a new entertainment to immerse park guests into the world of Pokemon. New attractions will combine real and virtual experiences to create a revolutionary park experience. Here's a quote. Pokemon is beloved by fans around the world. We are honored to have a long-term partnership with the Pokemon Company while developing groundbreaking Pokemon entertainment at Universal Studio Japan for both Pokemon fans and guests. J.L. Bonnier, President and CEO of Universal Japan, said in a statement. The release did not comment on any specific plans for rides or experiences for guests. Pokemon won't... Oh, and then they talk about Nintendo World.
My hope is this is full Jurassic Park. They are mutating animals to become Pokemon, and then it all breaks out.
But they're all female Pokemon because they don't want any breeding.
They don't want, but the Ditto got in there, and all.
But the Ditto. It was the Ditto.
It was the
See,
Ditto.
in Jurassic Park, it was the Raptors, but
right. But no, this is the Ditto. Ditto snuck in, and then
nature finds a way.
Is this supposed to be like? Out here in LA, the Universal Studios, they have like a Harry Potter world. Like it's like one whole portion of the park is now Harry Potter themed. You can go to like get butterbeer and you can go to different.
Wait, that's in LA? I thought there was one in like Florida too.
There is.
There's a Universal.
There's
Florida,
two.
There's one in LA. There's one out here in LA, and it's like a whole section of the park is Harry Potter themed. It's not just like one attraction. It's like a whole world of Harry Potter in the park. Is that the plan there? I mean, I know they said they didn't mention attractions, but
they don't say. Like, I'm on the Japanese website, and it's not very clear. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like the Nintendo World section, where it's going to be like a couple of rides and then a lot of statues.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, if
I'd go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, we are due for a trip to Japan, Greg.
I'm
business
waiting.
expense. Business expense.
You have to run it through for your taxes, Richie Rich.
That's right. Gotta bring
get
those
those
taxes.
loopholes in. So buy me a ticket. Let's go. We'll go find good pizza in Japan.
I had pizza in Japan. It was very bad.
What?
Well,
I've
that's
had
why I
pizza
have
in
to go find
Japan.
good
It was very
pizza.
good. I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to the wrong pizza place in Japan.
Clearly.
Steve.
Look, when it said Chicago deep dish pizza and I was in Japan, I was like,
no.
I need to know what that tastes like.
One,
Nope.
Chicago deep dish is not good pizza.
What?
Oh no.
It's like eating a pie.
It's eating like 2 meals.
That's
It's
why I'm
like-
into that.
Too much
It's like
pizza.
a lot of dough and very little payoff.
We're not talking about Go Battle League here. We ended that. Moved on from Go.
Go Battle League is the Chicago pizza. They're the
A
same.
lot of dough, little payoff.
Little payoff.
I like the way we're ending the show. Craig, question of the week.
Because I want the question of the week.
Oh, I lost the attic channel. Brandon sending in the Lysander stuff. Spencer sending in the Pikachu Eevee stuff. Thank you guys in the attic channel for that. Miles sent in that there's a giant Swablu in Pokemon Center. Let's just mention that. That's cute.
How much is it? $40.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Not
I was
bad.
thinking it was like 300.
You
It's
can
not like-
add that to your growing collection.
Nothing's getting added until I move. Also, during the TCG opening stream, somebody thought that me mentioning moving on the podcast was like a long-term joke.
I did see that. And I'm like, I mean, it could be a joke. We'll see what happens when you get here.
I'm actually moving. If there's an
You're
episode in the
actually
next couple
moving.
weeks that I'm not suddenly on, it's probably because I'm in a moving van. Let's see. This is from Matt. If you had to pick a ghost type as your starter in a Pokemon game, which would you pick? Of course, assuming that you would keep your starter from start to finish. So, Ghost as a starter, take it to the Elite Four. What are we picking?
I feel like picking a non-evolving one is kind of cheating.
A non-evolving one?
Yeah,
like
like
Sableye?
Mimikyu.
Yeah, Mimikyu would be just good.
Right.
Mimikyu would be
Or like
so good.
Sableye. Like, I feel like the thing about starters is they have to evolve. Because that's like their deal. They're like they're like the 3-stager.
Well, if we're thinking that, I mean, everyone loves Gengar, right? So I think I would probably Ghastly would be up there for sure.
I am going to pick Honedge.
Ooh,
Honedge is good. That's
that
true.
is a good one.
That's a
Playing the
good
game
pick.
on easy mode, though. Honedge real good.
Look, I didn't say I was a bad trainer.
That's true.
I'm
Litwick
pretty
comes
much
to
a
mind.
master trainer.
Oh, Litwick very good.
I like a good
very
Litwick.
good.
Oh, Litwick
Yeah.
is very good.
That's good. It's good
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Mm.
Feel like it would be really, really hard if you pick like a Cursula.
Shuppet would be okay. Duskull would be okay.
Yeah, Shuppet
Duskull.
Duskull would be
Duskull.
okay.
But yeah, I'm still
Actually,
with
I
Honedge.
take back all my answers. I think, like Marshadow would be.
No. We ruled out non-single form Pokemon. That was already stated that cannot be allowed. Dreepy? Anybody going Dreepy? Dreepy?
Oh, Dreepy would be good
Oh,
too.
Dreepy
No,
would be good.
I used a Dracloak I used Dreepy Dracloak for the first time in Sword and Shield, and it was awful. Like Dracloak is not good until it gets a Drag Pulp. It's real bad.
It's only level 60 for it to evolve.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
it's only level 50 for it to evolve the first time. I don't know what your issue is. Grind
Those are
on
from Black
Audino.
and White, right? Where everything takes 1,000,000 levels. To...
That's why they introduced Audino. You just hunted
Oh, yeah.
Audino gave you 50 million experience.
Yeah. Yeesh.
YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, you can leave a comment. We'll answer it for the next time. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Hey, I'm going to answer this for Orange Wolf. It's not the question, though. Do you think they'll ever release a 3DS, DS Pokemon game? No, they already said they're done. They said Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was the last game. Also, the 3DS is like 11 years old. Let it die. It's fine.
Well, the 3DS is
Let
not being
it die.
manufactured anymore.
Yeah.
They've let it. The company has let it die.
It came out in 2011.
No,
I think I was still using a Motorola Razr or something when I... No, I was...
not. Come on,
4 years
not?
into iPhone world, dude.
Hey, I didn't get the first couple iPhones. I couldn't afford that.
You weren't working at Apple?
I was there after I think I was there for the 3GS launch.
Oh, okay. I'm a couple years before you then.
Yeah.
Got it.
I was there for the first launch of iPhone, but they wouldn't let employees of my company purchase them.
Yes.
I remember this. Actually, it was erased from my memory. You just brought it back.
Just brought
That
it back,
was
did it?
horrible,
never
horrible
forgotten.
times. Horrible times.
Oh my gosh.
So much anger.
Oh, the
from
anger.
people.
All right, actual question of the week here. It's from Dustin from YouTube. What previously unused animal, creature, or object would you like to see in a Gen 9 Pokemon modeled after, and what is it type? Also
I
known
feel
as
like
Crunchy
we've
Day.
done this because I've talked about the grass flamingo a
Yeah,
lot.
but
and I'm
Bobby
still
wasn't here
sold
when
on
we
grass
did it.
flamingo.
Actually, what's funny is I was here when one of my first episodes doing this was when Sword and Shield was revealed, and Greg, Will, and I did this. We're like, what kind of Pokemon that haven't been animals that haven't?
Yeah.
Well, you were in Japan, Steve, but we
All
the
right,
three.
scratch it. Crunchy Dad, you're out. Question gone. Doc Wolf 11. Do you think that there could be a Ranger game for Switch in the future? I mean, yeah, anything's possible.
I mean, the thing about the Ranger games was the touchscreen was the selling point to make you drew circles, and you can technically do that on the Switch in handheld mode.
Yeah, and Cafe Mix. Draw circles.
I could see a Ranger game on mobile before I see it on Switch.
Yeah, agreed. That makes sense because I forgot my Switch was touchscreen. To be completely honest, I play it docked so much that I picked it up and I accidentally hit letters. I was like, oh, this thing's a touchscreen. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I will literally when I have to type something, I will pull it out of the dock so that I don't have to use the runaround.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I'm not against any new Pokemon game. I feel like we were more likely to get a Poke Park 3 than anything Ranger related.
Okay.
I
mean, I just think
we're
Poke
heading
Park,
back to Diamond and Pearl and Ranger times.
maybe.
This is
But
true.
for that Ranger mobile game,
This is true.
I wonder how happy
Janine
they are
sent
with
me an
the.
email. She's like, look for it.
I wonder how happy they are with the Mystery Dungeon DX sales. That game came and went.
All Mystery Dungeon games come and go. Like, there's a core group of people who love them. Bless you. It's your favorite thing. Great. But they have never been big splashes.
Yeah, there's always they do the thing. They get a lot of chitter chatter though. When Mystery Dungeon comes out, it's the same song and dance. It's like, well, maybe this is the one, and you're like, oh no, they didn't change it. It's the same thing.
I mean, people love what they love, and when they have a small nugget of hope, they're going to carry it.
Yeah,
Burn that flame.
Whew. No Pokemon of the week. That's Will's thing. We're not gonna step on his toes. Also, I can't remember what it was.
I didn't write anything down, so.
It was
Perfect. Well,
I
you
just
guys got a
remember
whole
Brian
other week to
2
figure it
weeks
out.
ago.
It's Brian. This week it's Samuel.
Something.
Perfect. Hey, thank you for listening. Thanks for making it to the end. Sorry, it's a little bit shorter. We said maybe a little bit shorter. Ended up being a little bit shorter. So thank you for hanging out.
A little bit, we're saying a little bit. We are like 15 minutes less.
What? No. We had a 2-hour episode last week.
Yeah, but average is an hour and a half.
That's true. Our average is an hour and a half. Will always takes 20 minutes on that Pokemon of the week. Just easy to cut. He's just rambling and rambling. Thanks for making it to the end.
Most of the things don't even matter what he says.
Don't spoil it.
Wow.
It's true.
For what it's worth, Will, if you're listening, I appreciate you. And I appreciate your Pokemon
I
of the
appreciate
week.
Will, but it's his thing. Like the 17 clues at the start are red herrings to throw you off. There's like 2 words spelled backwards in the middle of the last 2 sentences that say the name of the Pokemon. Like, he's very clever, but I'm telling you right now, ignore the first part of everyone he says, which means the next time he writes one, it's all going to be front-loaded. That's
Yeah.
how this works.
You won't believe the middle part of this paragraph. If you want to listen to some bonus podcasts or just support the show, get in the Slack community. If you're looking for Love Ball, Rowlet, or Moon Ball, Poplio, I'm sure the Slack has had all those bases covered. But if you want to support, listen to bonus podcasts. We have a lot of stuff coming with Diamond and Pearl and Legends as well. So patreon.com/PKMNcast. If you can't remember that, ISE.cash will still get you there. You know a .cash is like $140 a year. They get you in that first year on GoDaddy. They're like .cash 99 cents. Then the next year they're like Dot cash is dot cash.
I mean,
pay up. I don't
That's-
want to get rid of it. It sounds cool. ISE dot cash.
They told you in the name
Yeah.
that you would be paying premium for it, so I'm not sure why you're surprised. They said up front it's dot cash.
Yeah. Unlike Will's hints, theirs are very
Pretty
forward.
obvious. pretty much right in your face, but
If you too want to pay for our ISE.cash domain, you can head over to ISE.cash.com, and for $5 a month, you can get some bonus podcasts. Bobby, where can they find you on Twitter?
Twitter, I am PKMN Snaps.
Greg is. I almost said Will. Greg is at watching the.
excuse me.
Okay,
You now have to say that everybody has to buy my book for your government. My book was released this
Greg,
last
promote your
Tuesday.
book. Promote your book.
I and the wonderful cast of Very Random Encounters, two of my additional authors, used to be on this program.
You act like they're dead.
We
Goodbye, Logan.
Goodbye.
It was great.
Goodbye, Logan. Goodbye, Wheels. It was nice knowing you. We wrote a TTRPG book. You can buy it at
You gotta
all
slow it down. What's
major
a
retailers.
TTRPG?
Tabletop role-playing games. For
Got
your
it.
Dungeons and your Dragons, your other fantasy stories. The Ultimate Random Encounters book. Buy it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, everywhere.
Do you have a link?
bit.ly/random book, but the R and the B have to be capitalized.
Wow.
You know what you should have done? Is you should have went to GoDaddy and you should have bought
But-
book.cash.
Cash.
Look, we're not made out of money, Richie Rich. We don't
For
get
the
to
first
write-
year, it was only 99 cents,
Yeah.
Greg.
We
You
don't get to write
cancel
that
it
on our
after the
taxes.
second year.
But then how would people find our book?
Well, ideally, they buy it within the first year. What are they waiting for?
Or they walk
What
into
are
a
they waiting
bookstore.
for? Anyways, you can find me on Twitter
At White Wing. There, I
Not,
knew it.
not what he was saying, not mistaking me with Will, which is beyond insulting. We aren't all the same person, Steve.
If you want to get banned by Will on Twitter at Washing the Sink,
Yeah.
if you want to follow me on Twitter at Dragging a Lake, thank you.
Jolty on complaints.
I'll take them all. Love to hear from you. If you have feedback for the show, if there's something genuinely love waking up to read the Slack or the Discord or Twitter comments of, what you guys thought was funny or bad or whatever. Comment how good my hair looked this episode. But thank you for listening. Look, I'm just not a headphone person. Thank you for listening. We will be back next week. This has been another episode of the Pokemon Podcast, and we are
Super effective.
Super. Oh, look at that great swipe. Oh, he's swiping so good today. Never seen such an excellent swiper in this battle.
I'd follow. I would absolutely follow.